So how do you handle the 3D when it shows you the opposite of what you want, the opposite of your manifestation? And I know a lot of you, this is a very common question, right? You're manifesting something, but something that looks like it's in opposition to your manifestation. First, I need to discuss what is actually happening here. There is actually no such thing as opposition. There's just that is what it is, okay? Just because your SP blocked you and you're manifesting your SP does not mean that the SP blocking you is the opposite of your manifestation. It's simply that they blocked you. That's an event that happened. That's a manifestation. That's an experience that you're having in the reality that you are living. And when they're with you, the SP is with you. That's simply your SP that's with you, right? That's all it is. So stop looking at it as if it's an opposite. All it is that you are consciously, or most of us are subconsciously or unconsciously manifesting. And that's what's appearing in our reality. That's what we're experiencing that moment. So how do we handle it when it seemingly seems like we are off course? It doesn't look like it's in the direction of our manifestation. Again, remember, reminding you again, it doesn't actually mean that it's the opposite or it's in another direction. It just simply is a different frame of reality that you're experiencing. That's all it is. It's not that it's in opposition. So you're no further away from your manifestation when you are blocked than if you were in contact with your SP. And I know people, even myself, sometimes talk about movement and signs. They're encouraging, yes, absolutely, but don't put so much weight into the movement. It's just simply another frame of reality that you're experiencing that looks more similar to your desire. Yes, absolutely. So with the illusion that we are experiencing the simulation, right, it might seem that those frames are similar, more similar, and that means we are closer to our manifestation. But in reality, what's actually happening is you're just as close to your manifestation if you were blocked or you weren't blocked. For example, if we're manifesting the SP, okay? So you need to understand that it doesn't actually matter. It doesn't actually matter what you're experiencing in the 3D. But how do you actually handle it? My suggestion is to not identify with the experience and not to assign that meaning that you are so reactive to assigning it to mean. You're saying this is not close enough to my manifestation. In fact, it's in the other direction. Well, you've automatically assigned it that meaning. You've automatically said, I am further away from my manifestation than I had hoped to be. And as soon as you assign it that meaning, that's going to be true for you. Yes, then in that moment, you are in the state of, I am apart from my manifestation. I am apart from my desire. So reframe it, right? And don't identify with it. Don't identify with it. That is how you handle the seemingly negative experience in the 3D. You don't identify with it. You become the observer. You take a step back, take a moment, be like, wait. This is not my thought. This is not who I truly am anyways. And I choose not to embrace that because that's not who I am. I know that they're already mine. I already know that I'm in the end state. I already know that I already have the experience I wish to live. And you rest in that experience instead of placing so much weight on whatever's happening in the 3D in that moment, that circumstance. So you don't identify with it and you reframe it. You frame it at least to the neutral, if not to the positive. Oh, it is actually more similar and close to my manifestation. It is on its way. Again, it's completely different realities, but still, when you are giving it that meaning that it's closer to the reality you wish to experience, then it will be true for you. So don't identify and start reframing it in a way that's favorable to you.